Hey, what's going on YouTube? Thank you for coming to another episode of Scattered Brilliancy. And today I want to tell you guys a story. I felt like, I need to make a video, and what can I talk about in my video? I could talk about my bachelor party. So the name of this video is going to be this one time at my bachelor party. So for those who don't know, I got married in November of last year. And, a while back I had a video up on my channel. I've since removed it. Oh, let me also preface and say, any children who are watching this video, nobody needs to get mad at me because you already know what the video is about. So if you're under the age of 18, you need to go ahead and turn the video off now because you need to stop being nosy. So I had a video up at one point about my first stripper experience, and I took it down. I may put it back up later. But yeah, I wanted to talk about my bachelor party and how interesting it was, to say the least. So, my best man is my cousin, who I call my little brother. He married into the family years and years and years ago. So we've been cool for a really long time. And me and him, we on the same page as far as strippers. I'm not a stripper person. I don't like stripper. Like, that just ain't my thing. Nothing against the people who like to go and throw their money, but that just ain't for me. I work too hard for my money to be throwing it at anybody. Okay. So he has since moved to Nashville, Tennessee, and obviously I live in North Carolina. So I knew he wasn't going to be able to like fully plan my bachelor party. So needless to say, my stepfather was going to be the one to plan my bachelor party, and the first stripper experience I had was at my stepfather's bachelor party when he married my mom, and it was ratchet, to say the least. And knowing that he was planning my bachelor party, I was just scared. So scared about what this night was going to consist of, honestly. So I had already talked to Sean, my best man. I told him, I do not want strippers. I don't want to have anything to do with strippers. I do not want strippers at my bachelor party. I just don't. Just from the one time that I have ever seen a stripper at my stepfather's bachelor party, I was good. I was good, one and done. I was all right. I don't need to see any more. No more. But Sean was like, I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know what he's planned. I haven't had anything to do with it. So I'm like, oh my gosh. And see, we got lucky, like I said in the video when I posted it last time, we got lucky because that party got shut down. It was at a hotel just like mine was, in a room. So, I was kind of hoping like, okay, well, maybe, if they're strippers, maybe mine will get shut down. So this is how the night went, the night of my bachelor party. And this is going to be R-rated, X-rated. Prefacing it now, I'm an adult. Only adults should be watching this video. So, like I said, if you're a child, you need to turn it off now. Okay. So, earlier that night, I had chosen to have my bachelor party not the night before my wedding. Smart choice. I had chosen that because I was like, I don't want to get sloppy drunk or, like something crazy happen and I get locked up and I can't show up to the wedding. Like, I did not want any of that. So I had my bachelor party like 2-3 weeks before my actual wedding date. So I knew it was at a hotel. My stepfather had sent me the hotel and he sent me the room number. Sean, my road dog, we had to ride together. And I'm like, we got to say a little prayer in the car on our way there, just to make sure everything is right. And actually, I think, did my mom drop me off? Because I didn't drive. No, because we didn't drive because we were going to be drinking. So I got dropped off at my bachelor party by my mother. That's who dropped me off. And is that what happened? Yeah, yeah, that's who dropped me off. So then, okay, on my way to the bachelor party, I get a call from my stepfather telling me, hey, can you bring some music for your own bachelor party? Where they do that at, y'all? Oh, at Travis's bachelor party, that's where. So here I am having to bring my own music for my bachelor party. I had to bring my Bluetooth stereo to my own bachelor party. Not only did I have to provide the music, I also had to go stop at the store to get some orange juice for my drink. My drink of choice that night was gin and juice. Rolling down the street, lay back with my mind on the strippers and the strippers on my mind. No, not really at all. But I had to stop at the store. He asked me, so what is your drink of choice for the night? And I said, I want gin and juice. He said, okay, cool. Can you go pick up the juice? I got the gin, but can you go pick up the juice? Okay, so not only am I having to bring music, I'm having to go get my own juice for my drink. And it doesn't stop there for what I had to bring. They had food, like chicken wings and stuff like that. And something was fixed in a crock pot, and they left the part of the crock pot that I had to bring. So I have music, I have juice, and I have this missing piece of the crock pot that they left. Okay, y'all? So these are 3 things that I had to get on the way to the party. My uncle calls me like, man, where y'all at? Where y'all at? Man, we got the girls here. They waiting. And at that moment, it was at that moment that I knew this was not going to be a good night. So I'm on my way to my bachelor party with the music. The strippers are already there waiting. I'm like, I'm about to walk up in here and they just gonna be looking at me like. So Sean is with me and we're just trying to get our minds right. So we pull up to the hotel and we're like, oh man, it's about to be awkward. Walking into the hotel room, it was so awkward. It was 2 strippers. And they were like sitting on the bed. The room was like a suite almost, had like a couch and like a little kitchen area and it had a bed. They were in there sitting on the bed on their phones. They looking at me, I'm looking at them. I speak, hey, how y'all doing? I didn't know what else to say. How was your day? Before you take off all your clothes, let me find out how you doing. So then I set the music up and then they go into the bathroom and then they get changed. I look at Sean and I say, Sean, fix me the strongest drink. Or either I fixed it myself. I can't remember who fixed it, but I wanted the strongest gin and juice possible. If the cup was this big, I wanted this much of it to be gin and the rest to be juice, because I needed to numb myself from what I was about to go through. So I take that first drink straight to the head, straight just down it. I'm like, I got to get this in my system. I got to get my mind right, like, because this is already ratchet. I walk in, my stepfather's there, my uncle's friend who I don't know, and the strippers. Maybe one other guy. So it was 3-4 guys in the room and 2 strippers, and then me and Sean. And these are old people. My stepdad, my uncle, and his friend, and maybe if that other person, they're all older guys. So me and Sean young, and then they old, and you got 2 strippers. Y'all, this is a traumatic experience if it ever was one, I swear to God. So I get my drink in my system. I go ahead and start making the second one just like the first one. They come out and they select the music that they want to play. Like, I'm asking them, so what kind of music? What kind of music do y'all want? Whatever I put on wasn't working, so they unplugged my phone. They plugged their phone up to some kind of trap music. And the stripping commences. So they start stripping, and I'm doing my best to look like I'm enjoying it, but they even know that I'm not. They know I'm not enjoying it, because they didn't even know I was the bachelor. I don't even think they knew the purpose of the party. I think somebody just called them up and said, hey, we need y'all to come through and take off some clothes. All right, where and when, and tell me what time. I think that was it, because they didn't find out I was a bachelor until after they had already started dancing. Oh, so this is your party? This is for you? I'm like, yeah, this is for me. So I put on what I imagine is the face that guys are supposed to make when they're enjoying strippers. I don't know if it's the correct face or not, but this is what I was doing. This is my second drink. That's what that is. That's all I know to do. That's all I knew. Like, I made sure I didn't wear any of my good clothes because I didn't want anyone's juices. I didn't want anyone's leakage. I didn't want anyone's moisture to get on me and like get into my clothes, and then I can't get it out that night. So I made sure I didn't wear my best. You know what I mean? I wore my okay, but I didn't wear my best. And I was doing that, and then a bunch of people started showing up. And I can be honest and say, out of every guy that showed up at that party, I probably knew, if there was 20 guys total that showed up at the party, I knew all of 4. That's it. Everybody else in that room were strangers. They were friends of my uncle, friends of my stepdad, friends of my stepdad's children, boyfriends, and I didn't know half of those people in that room. So here I am at my bachelor party, don't know none of these people. Oh, my other cousin showed up, my cousin Tyler, which I was so glad he came in, turned up and ready to go. And, you know, that kind of helped. But it was just these 2 girls. One girl had tattoos all over, like tattoos everywhere. She had all these piercings, and she had made a point to let us know at some point in the night that she was gay. Because somebody said something to her about something, but she was like, nah, I like girls or whatever. And the girls, they weren't ugly. Okay, I can say that much. They weren't ugly, but they weren't anything that I would consider pretty, anything that I would have looked twice at if I was single. They were just basic. Basic probably is not a nice thing to say. They were average. Average looking girls. Nothing special at all. And the movements that they did throughout the night just perplexed me. Like, one girl, the gay one, she could not make her butt cheeks clap on their own. So she grabbed her own butt and she would do this to make her clap. That's what she was doing to make them clap. She was doing it herself. Oh my gosh. Like, I'm like, in all of my trying to act like I like all this, I'm thinking to myself, I don't think that's how you do that move. I don't think that's how you're supposed to do that. I don't think you're supposed to lift your cheeks up yourself and let them clap. I think they're supposed to be able to, I think he's supposed to be able to do it on his own. So, you know, they danced decently. They didn't do anything, you know, spectacular. Because of the kind of strippers that they were, they did get completely nude, which made me completely uncomfortable. Because, I mean, I don't feel like I should be looking at that if I'm not your man. Like, that just, and you're putting it on me and it's touching my leg, and I'm just like, I kind of like these jeans. They ain't my best jeans, but I kind of like them. So that made me uncomfortable. And check this. In all of the craziness that went on during that night, guess how much money I was given to throw at these strippers? Just guess. Take a moment to guess. I was handed $8 to give to these strippers, because I counted it. 8. Not 80, not 800, not 8,000. 8, the number after 7 and before 9. I'm doing my thing. Do you know how sparse you gotta be when you handing out ones and you only got 8 of them? It was literally like,
Booty cheeks, come cut them 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 booty cheeks. Come cut them booty cheeks, come cut them booty cheeks, come cut them booty cheeks, come cut them booty cheeks.
like, you can't make it rain. You can't even make it drizzle. You can make it spit, but you can't do nothing more than that with $8. $8. $8 is all I was given. And then, not to mention that there were people in the party recycling ones. After they had thrown some ones, they picked them back up and made them same ones rain again. There were 3 things that happened in this night that I will never, ever, ever, ever forget. Okay? One of the strippers, at some point or another, took it upon herself to bust out this move that I'm sure she must have tried on someone else, and this other person must have liked it. And if you're eating, you might want to stop. If you're drinking, go ahead and swallow now. No pun intended. Go ahead and swallow now, because this chick had the nerve, gall, and audacity to turn around. I'm not going to do it. She was turned around, looking at me in my soul, like staring into my soul like a succubus. And she was sticking her finger in and out of her butthole. My cool dude face, it left at that point. It left. I went from to I'm sorry, I'm sorry, that was just too much for me. Too much. Like, that just it didn't feel like a moment where she was like, I'm gonna try something new. It felt like I've done this before and my boyfriend or somebody else liked this. Just, I was just like, why are you sticking your finger in and out of your butt? Do not touch me. Please, do not touch me. Y'all, too much. Too much. Is this what the stripper life is about? Because that's yuck. So that's the first thing that happened in the night that just made me completely uncomfortable. Like I said, there was a bed in the room, and my uncle, being his ratchet self, was like, lay on the bed, get him on the bed, do a dance on him or something like that. And so, trying to be the willing participant and, hey, live it up, I get on the bed. One of the girls gets on the bed too. And he's like, put it in his mouth. Put it in his mouth. Put it in his face. He need to go home smelling like the P word. I was just like, no, I don't. She don't need to put it nowhere. Don't put it in my mouth. Don't put it in my face. And I got up off the bed. No, ma'am. No, sir. No. We don't do that. Put it in his mouth. Put it in his mouth. No. He's officially on my crap list ever since that day. How dare you? How dare you, sir? How dare you? So because that was the second thing that happened. So because I had moved out the way, I guess they said, okay, well, we're just going to get it popping with just us two. Y'all tell me why these girls started performing cunnilingus. For those who don't know what cunnilingus is, go look it up. It's the opposite of fellatio. They started doing that. The party stopped. The only thing that was still going was the music. Everybody in the room was like, and I looked at Sean. He was like, and y'all, the one thing that I wanted to happen never happened. It never got shut down. Never. They did their full performance, their full set. I'm still scarred to this day when I think about it. I want to wash my hands just now thinking. Oh, I just touched my face. I want to wash my hands just thinking about it. Y'all, that was a terrible night. Terrible. But it got better because my two cousins, they took me downtown to the epicenter down here in Charlotte, which is a place that I love to go. They have a lot of clubs and hot spots there. My cousin drove us down there. We went to a club, and then I had the kind of time that I wanted to have. That's all I wanted my bachelor party to be, y'all. I just wanted to go to a club, get some drinks in my system, and just dance the night away, because that's the kind of person I am. And I got to do that after all of the shenanigans that I had to go through. So we had a great time at Vault at the epicenter, and that was a much better ending than where it was. And that's that one time at my bachelor party, y'all. I hope y'all, feel my pain, everything that I had to go through, because it was a rough time. It was a rough time. But yeah, that's the only story I got for you today. I got some more stories I'm gonna tell a little bit later. But yeah, that's the story of my bachelor party. Just a ratchet, dirty time. I think I washed my clothes that I had on that night twice. I'll never forget their faces though. And I'll never forget the look. Thank y'all so much for watching this episode of Scatter Brilliancy, or for real Scatter Brilliancy. Please make sure you rate, like, not lick, rate, like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll be seeing y'all soon with a Married at First Sight review. Peace.